Alright guys and girls, well this is my base garden. It is all tilled up, and as you can see I'm starting to straw the garden with the straw from my chicken coop that I just changed. So that's all straw and chicken poop, which is great fertilizer. So there's that part of the garden there, and the part that I'm standing on here. And I'm going to actually be taking this fence down here, and then I'm pushing the garden out another probably 20 feet. But first we're going to go ahead and get started by finishing strawing this with all the straw from the chicken coop. Then I'm going to go ahead and till it in, and then I will show you what that looks like. Alrighty, here we are. We are all strawed in, and I have now started tilling it. Got the front tilled, back tilled, and I will get out to there to till that up after the main is done. Now you might think that's a pretty small, measly little tiller, and it's electric. But that's a Sun Joe tiller, and Sun Joe makes some of the best equipment there is. And as for being electric, it does the job absolutely perfectly fine for what I need. So as for having a gas tiller, I have one of those too, but it is not as nearly as it's not nearly as efficient in tilling as the electric one is. So let me go ahead and get this tilled in, and then we'll come back and show you the aftermath. Alright everybody, well here it is. The garden has been tilled in with straw. And yes, I know there's orange snow fence all along the edge. It's all being changed out for actual fencing. But the ground has been tilled in. And now it's time to start planting. All that's left to do, as this side got tilled in also, is to take this side over here up to that bush and up to that tree. You can probably see the line that I cut with the mower, and all that's got to be tilled up too. This will all be fenced in, and this will all be one giant garden. Alright everybody, here we are again. I have gone ahead and tilled all the straw in. As you can see, I have pulled down the fence here that used to separate the main yard from the garden. This is all now tilled up and been added to the garden. I'm also putting up brand new chicken wire that's going to go all the way around the garden here. And as you can see, I'm still working on it. I still got a bunch of fence to put down. I still got more fence posts and fence to put up for my chickens on the other side. But this is currently how things are looking out here. You may wonder, or you may have seen that I'm using zip ties to tie the fence to the post. Well, considering the fact that fence ties are roughly $6 for maybe 20 of them, 15 to 20 of them, and I can get zip ties for 100 for $3. That's why I'm using zip ties. Zip ties will hold just as good as fence ties will. If one breaks, I can just replace it with another one. It's no big deal. But once this is all set up, I will show you the finale. Just our dumb chickens doing dumb chicken things. Looks like they must have found some tasty bugs or grass.
What are they doing?
Just pecking at the ground.
Finding some bugs?
Yep. Alright everybody, so here we are. The chicken coop and garden. Everything is mostly finished for what it needs to be done at this point in time. This is the chicken coop side. As you can see, there's plenty of room for them to run around and eat bugs and grass. And if we just keep walking around here, and get over to the garden. Now I know I showed you guys the garden as I was rebuilding it, and a lot has been done since the last video. You can see there's still a lot of grass and weeds, but you know, sometimes that happens when you don't have time to sit and weed everything. And the new portion of the garden, which is over here, is definitely very grassy and very weedy, and will need to be weeded out to the best of the ability. But since this is this new section, this is the first year, it's kind of expected that it's going to end up this way. I'm probably going to have to till under again. So there's the garden. And the chicken coop there. It looks like a few of the chickens are out, just kind of roaming around. It's a little bright and sunny, so they're not too apt to be sitting out in the sun right now until I get the shading up. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at them. Well, it looks like chickens are just resting a bit right now. Sitting on their roost. And they'll come out later once it's a little nicer out. And there you are, everyone. So that is my garden and chicken coop as it stands right now. I will definitely keep you updated on the growing and show you how things are doing once all the different plantings, like the corn and vegetables and tomatoes and sunflowers and everything else, and beans, pumpkins and watermelon and everything else that I plant, you'll be able to see once it starts coming up. Alright, so here's the roosting boxes, or I should say the laying boxes, I mean. Those eggs, and those eggs are all fake laying eggs to teach the hens that this is where they need to come to lay their eggs. And guess what I found this morning? There is my first egg. It is not up to regular size yet compared to those, but it looks like somebody was in here this morning and laid an egg. So there we go. They're going to be laying very soon. Once they get a little bit bigger, laying bigger eggs. So remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.